for the upcoming scandal. Someone's like, I have a confession to make. Got a blowjob. You have to release like a new. T-Sop comes after us.
Don't even understand what they're saying because our lawyers only speak Portuguese and not Brazilian Portuguese.
Oh my god. They're distinct dialects, what do we do?
Here we go.
In the bottom left has the purple toss. It's Armageddon.
And up in the top right-hand corner, the red Zerg player, it's Prototype.
So, if you're watching on YouTube and you didn't get to hear our in-between game banter, there is... Oh my god, it's a proxy hatch.
There is a proxy hatch.
But,
I agree, Renegade.
There is race switching allowed in mid-series in this tournament. How high level these players are, they know how to deal with this properly. So
looks like it's going to be 4 workers pulled off the line here. Armageddon. Normally I pull more, but I also don't know the optimal number, so I'm actually going to make some notes here for myself.
I'll give you. It's time to get learned.
I'm ready to get learned, dude.
4 is not enough to cancel. 6
yeah, I
is.
would think. That's what I would. That's probably around where my estimation
4 and a zealot can definitely cancel it, but the zealot has to be out in time.
Yeah, you got the chrono on there.
It's looking.
I think so. I don't know. It's gonna be close. I think you're right. I think it's gonna get.
I think the zealot's like 1-2 seconds late. Oh, it's gonna be so close.
I think it's gonna finish fairly easily. Yeah, 100%. It's gonna finish fairly easily. Yeah. 100%.
And that means a lot. Oh, yeah, he's canceled. No, he didn't drop the Evo chamber though.
Ooh.
What a wild ride.
Yeah.
So I said in there, you know, he didn't drop the Evo chamber. That's the next stage, right? Like, there's a little bit of creep left over from the cancel, and you immediately drop an Evo chamber, block him in a couple seconds.
You've got the I'm good at the game frames where you can drop it down, delay that even further, and it's just a really frustrating maneuver. And Armageddon not having to deal with that, I mean, he's definitely going to be happy, and now he's going to kind of be the one to apply a little bit of pressure here. So he's got 2 adepts coming across.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Twilight down as well.
Twilight, yeah, this is a pretty normal time to play. We might see some Glaives play.
I would certainly be interested in that. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of an aggression here with these 2 adepts, the probe and the kind of a hodgepodge group of units there, but
this is a lot of lings. This is a lot of lings for Prototype. Usually you'd go like 6, maybe 8.
Yeah, and he's sitting up here at 12 and counting. He's up to 14. There's the Glaives from Armageddon. So no Robo just yet from Armageddon. I expect we will see one. Oh, actually it's a Dark Shrine. Okay. It's a little Glaive DT play. Still, I feel like you would want a War Prism with something like this. Prototype is going to fly directly over this Dark Shrine. So he knows exactly what's going on. That's really good. He sees that there's no Robo. He sees the Dark Shrine. I mean, he's not going to get caught unawares by DTs, right? Like, that's just not going to happen to someone like Prototype.
Yeah. This is actually really weird. This Robo's super late, and the Adepts are supposed to be, like, hitting now. They're supposed to be doing damage, and then you follow up with Dark Templar. But Armageddon's just sitting in his base right now. The Robo's only halfway done, and a Warp Prism's even farther away. Here's Resonating Glaives. And it's just going to be a useless investment.
It
for a
just
while.
didn't time out well. Yeah. And Prototype behind this, I mean, is doing smart things. He's didn't even get a spore at his third. He's got a fast layer. He's going to get himself Overseers. He's going to have a solidly droned up third base, and he's going to get himself a lot of Roach Link. Enough to defend, and then I feel like he's just going to keep droning to take a fourth. I think he's looking absolutely marvelous in this game right now, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, here come the Adepts, but I mean, there's enough links to just say, hey man, we're just going to surround you. Roaches will kill you.
And it's so good that Prototype did go for those lings. I know it looked like the Resonating Glaive Adepts dumps for them. They're not there to deal damage. They're there to tie the Adepts down and stop them from getting in on your drone.
Yeah. I mean, part of what makes the Adept a great unit is its mobility, its ability to get around quickly, and while Roaches are better at dealing with it straight up, you need those lings to supplement because of the mobility that they possess on creep.
Yeah, especially you saw Prototype only had like 3 Roaches that initial wave attack hit. In small numbers, Roaches actually can't deal with the Adepts. And here's the DT follow-up. It's super delayed, but Prototype doesn't have detection up here.
Yeah,
somehow.
That's part of the cost of going for those Overseers and skipping the spores. It let him kind of be a little bit greedier, but, you know, Queen's there in time, gonna drop the transfuses. I still think a spore, just to have that permanent detection there, might be worth it at this. See, will he make Archons here? Give up with the invisibility pressure. Yep, there are the Archons. Still trying to get a shade in on the third. Oh, is he gonna commit? Nope, gonna cancel.
Prototype is building up a ton of Roach here. He's getting a fourth, but I would not be surprised to see him crash into the third of Armageddon sometime in the next minute and a half or so.
Yeah, I mean, the Hydra Den is just finishing. I feel like if he wanted to do a big crash, we aren't going to see that, because I feel like he's going to get those upgrades for his Hydras first, you know? This is decent damage here for Armageddon. Oh. Six drones for all the Adepts. 7.
Not good trade.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, how'd he got 6 drones with his first shade in? All those minutes to go? That would have been good damage.
That would have been devastating, yeah.
But now Prototype has 4 bases up. He has not only the large production to replace that, but also the economy to clear those minutes. So, sitting pretty. And here's what I was talking about. He's moving out to pressure Protoss third.
Yeah,
Maybe.
That's a lot of Roaches.
Oh, I guess not. He's gonna pull back to deal with these Archons.
Yeah, I mean, considering the upgrades we see him getting, he's getting that range, he's getting the Hydra upgrades. We don't see any Baneling upgrades on the way, and not even a Baneling Nest. This is going to be a Roach Hydra play.
Oh! 1 high temp goes down for free. These Roaches do get force fielded off. I thought 2 high temps were going to go down, but...
Yeah, so ends up with a more of an even trade there after all those Roaches go down. Still, though, he's pressuring. He's got a lot of Raptors and Hydras. And this is going to be... Oh, eating Biles there. This is going to be really hard for Armageddon. He's just bleeding off units here.
I was a little bit surprised Prototype didn't just bile down force fields and connect a little bit sooner, but he's just kind of going about this in a relaxed way. Just some Roaches at home, finally finishing off the Archons.
And then they're just going to go join up with the main force, which is just going to get into a bigger and bigger and bigger point, to the point where he can give him the Roach Hydra hug of death. And I think we're very close to seeing that, because, I mean, there's just not enough AoE here for Armageddon to deal with this maxed out, borderline maxed out army. Yeah,
Armageddon
fake Colossus
drafting...
not gonna do.
Yeah. I was about to say, you know, drafting hallucinated units. It's a desperation move right there.
Yeah, it's like maybe if he had a few real Colossus, that could help, but like...
If only he had a Raven to drop an anti-armor missile so those hallucinations could deal damage, but alas.
Yeah, he did not. And now the immortal count, the backbone of his army is going to start to go down. And when your backbone breaks, you're out.
Otter Family says, trying to get that Idra DX.
The OG hallucination GG mix, dude. Unfortunately, it didn't work this time.
Yeah, you gotta hallucinate those void rays.
Like, it worked that one time really hard, so that in the future...
In the top left of Nightshade has the pink Rodos. In the bottom right has the green Zerg. It's prototype.
You have yeeted my intro. I have to introduce Jehefe now. Spawning as... See, you can't take that away from me, dude. Spawning as the neutral creeps on this map that may or may not exist. It is Jehefe.
What's your favorite neutral creep?
I don't know, dude. I really liked that bird that Swarm killed in his series against that.
Yeah.
That guy was kind of like my best friend, so like... I kind of have to go with that one, dude. I'll never forgive Swarm for that.
So, something I've been concerned about is that last season was the season of the Ewoks. I forget what they're called, but do you remember the Ewoks that were all over every single map? They were like having raves and like
When was this?
massacring Hydralisks and whatever. Last season.
No, I didn't
The
play
little
much last
Ewoks.
season.
It was like the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, I didn't play much the last 2 seasons.
You didn't play much the last 8 months, bro? Ah,
Not
come
much,
on.
no.
You gotta know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No, in the last 8 months, I haven't played a ton. RSL's got me playing now. That's true.
Alright, so... I guess Stillfly gave the other semi-final to New Breed, and it's Patty Mac versus Swarm. And then
you'll be doing the final.
yeah.
Because I'm gonna cast this one, maybe one more. And then I think Coda and Wrath are gonna play, so at that point I might dip and go cast that.
Alright.
Maybe I'll be able to still catch you for the final, though.
Arma's going Stargate.
Yeah, and I hate to say normal still again, but this time, not seeing any crazy openings. This Stargate opening leads very well into a third base.
Which begs the question, why not just make your third base first?
First?
Yeah, that means you have 3 bases right away. Right? Think about it.
Yeah, well, let me talk to you about my friend the Zergling.
No,
The
no, it's
Zergling
like, it's
doesn't
just
like third bases.
Yeah, but then you
Very,
just get,
very aggressive against
if you
third
just
bases,
get plus
you know?
2 first, then you
That's
have
a good point, because
superpowered-
that way,
yeah.
if you get the third, and then you get the unit, and then they attack with the links again, you're still fine, because at that point, not only do you have that,
Exactly.
but you already have plus 2.
Absolutely. But
Oh,
people
is
keep
that
going for
actually might be
plus
about to
1,
get
so... Is it though? I don't...
Is it though? You know, it's gonna kill the Adept, that's nice. I mean, they're not gonna kill that Stalker, but sees the Oracle timing perfectly, he sees the positioning, meaning his Queens are gonna be ready to intercept, probably. Actually, there's no Spore. And, okay, 2 Queens
Yeah,
in
there's 2
position.
queens at each base, which is gonna be enough.
Okay, so yeah, he'll be fine. Oh, yeah, runs in, just eats the shots, drops the Revelation and runs away. It's a Protoss, you're not feeling good about that harassment. And did he just cancel, what, like a Roach Warren and make an Evo?
He did.
Okay, cool, and I like that too. He feints the scout. Now behind this, Armageddon is going double Stargate, which typically takes the form, I feel like, of a lot of oracles. You can do a lot of Phoenix as well, but considering it's more oracles, I think we're going to be seeing a mass oracle play here.
So, I gotta note something really subtle. So, Armageddon clearly scouted the Roachworn, right?
Yeah.
Prototype in a mind game killed the Roachworn in one Evo chamber for melee. But then, Prototype walked the Revelated Queen next to the Evo chamber. So if Armageddon moved his screen back over, he's gonna
And
notice
click.
the Evo chamber.
Yeah, but what are the odds that he...
These are
checked
Grandmasters, bro.
I guess that's true.
What's the point of dropping Revelation if you're not gonna pay attention?
I guess that's true. I don't know if he saw it or not. I feel like it'd be easy to make the assumption, like I saw the building, I'm gonna focus on my reaction. But you're right. I mean, that'd be a great play to kind of by proxy scout that cancellation. Actually, he cancels something else and goes and gets gas instead.
Double Oracle is being pumped. I think Armageddon knows exactly what that building is. This is mass Oracle play.
Yeah.
It's going to directly Ling Bane.
Yeah, it is, because without you just need, I don't know. Ling Bane just gets shredded by Mass Oracle, and then he's going to go across the map. He's also going to have a depth behind this.
Now,
You can just start killing hatcheries and
fail.
stuff with those oracles.
Look at Arma.
He sends one oracle. That's so cool. He sends one oracle, which, you know, Prototype will expect, and leaves the other 5 at home.
Yeah, Prototype has no idea what's going on. The metagame has been real.
Yeah, and if anything, he shows him a lot of adepts, which for Prototype means like, oh, I want more Banelings. More Banelings isn't what you want against all these oracles, which are about to, I think, absolutely shred Prototype.
Well, Prototype in the meantime is going for a counterattack Protoss third. Arma could always recall, but I think it's more worth for him to just kill the hatch here.
Yeah.
Which he can do. He absolutely can.
Yeah, he's gonna kill a ton of drones, too. And behind this, I mean, he can go into the natural with the oracles, he can go into the main, he can go kill the 4th. And Intuition, or sorry, Armageddon, he might lose the 3rd, and I think he probably will. But it's going to be an at what cost moment here is, oh, well, will he even lose? Oh, no. Oh, if he gets the shield better, yeah, he keeps the 3rd alive, and Armageddon is now in just a masterful.
What do you do now as Prototype? He's gonna suicide some more Lings and get the kill on the Nexus. But I think there's too much DPS. A Force Shield drop to save it as well.
Yeah, and he can still retarget that shield battery on there. I expect he will if it starts to get close. Yeah, there it goes.
At the same time, Prototype is on such a low health on that hatchery, but the Oracle
still doesn't get it, and now he's got 2 more shield batteries finishing up, meaning they're going to recharge it. He's not going to get that big.
Gildelin saying, what do you do as Prototype? Type G.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the answer right here. I mean, he is in a whole lot of trouble here in game.
I really hope, like, when Prototype hits rank 1 GM, he aim to finished product.
That'd be sick. But right now, to get to finished product, he's got to get past Armageddon here, who is about to kill his 3rd base once.
Is he, though? I think these queens might be able to respond in time.
Yeah, you're right.
The 4th base, however, is super dead. It's going down. No, target the 4th, kill the 4th base. What are you doing?
The game of bases that almost died, dude. Holy cow.
A game of bases that almost died, still better than a Game of Thrones Season 8.
Much better, dude. This game's been really cool. The now Armageddon, I think, is just going to go bop him in the face. With his giant army. Dane's on the way, but they're not quite here soon enough, meaning everything else is going to get absolutely decimated. Archons, Zealots, Oracles, nothing left really to contest. And it's going to be 1-1.
This Survivor fourth base. Look at it, it's still there. It survived.
It survived. It survived the game. Somehow, some way, it survived.
In the bottom left, as the green Protoss, it's Armageddon. And in the top right, as the red Zerg, it's Prototype. Score is 1-1. 2 to 3 games left in this semi-final. There are stakes here. You win the match, you're in the money. Gonna walk home at least $10. Hopefully 50. Prototype is of course favored on this map. Bam, and down. Swarm is apparently winning 1-0 against Patty Mac, if you're watching the other channel as well. Prototype hasn't tried anything funny in the super early game, which definitely can be really strong for Zerg map if you sneak out, you know, get a wrap on the pylon of the Protoss. He didn't proxy hatch either, which can also be pretty strong on this map. Bly's really pioneered that style of play. Look at all the spinny thing. How spinny they are. Satisfying to watch. Prototype takes time third. And Arma's gonna go into Stargate again. I don't exactly know why he's smiling. He forced the spore. That was no great damage to the Zerg. Oh, okay. He's upset because he lost the Adept. I don't know. I don't know how to interpret, but these lings will most certainly not break through the cyber core. They are going to soften up the shields for now. Arma gets in an Oracle. He's trying to burn down a Queen. Might be successful. He will be successful. Nice little bit of damage for a Protoss. It's gonna get an Overlord kill as well. Stasis ward is dropped. Sacrificial road is pulled, but Prototype didn't micro well enough to save any drones as he would have. So some delayed mining time will be the effect of being started up for Prototype. Player is on as well. Third Nexus goes down for Armageddon. The links poke in. There's no way Prototype is going to do anything with this small an army. These two Archons handle the link with the Warp Prism. Proto's getting up a Hydra Den, some Baneling speed, and some melee. Queens are trying to engage the Archons. They're taking a lot of splash damage though. There is some transfuse here, but it's all run out. Oh, no, there's two more that have regenerated. Queens are poking away the Warp Prism. Proto's going for another lane backstab, but he is not going to get it. Is he though? Okay, he's going to pull back on creep. Proto and Arma are both up to 72 workers, +2 on the way for Lurker Den this time, which is something I've been seeing more and more on Zen. Is this Lurker style of play, not just against Protoss, but against back players as well. Arma, it's moving out to secure a 4th base. Proto is just moving all around his creep, making sure he doesn't get hit by a surprise Warp Prism attack. In fact, he's going to roll some Banelings in, and fortuitously takes out some charge lots. Force here on the high ground to intercept the Warp Prism if it tries to go in there as well. Protoss is finishing up +1. Arma's 4th is almost finished. Proto's gonna morph in a bunch more Banelings. Arma collecting pretty well. Some Banelings ran into his fourth, picked off 15 probes. And it's just... we're seeing tiny attacks here and there. There haven't been any really major engagements for the entire 11 minutes that this game's been going on. Proto throws down a 5th base, throws down a 6th base, and we're heading into super late games EVP. Lurker upgrades are on the way. I think we're going to see a morphin of lurkers quite soon here. 30 lings are going to bolster the forces of Prototype, but betting he's saving that last 12 supply for lurkers. Some Banelings moving in as well. Arma's getting a lot of static defense up at his fort. A real Phoenix scouts around the main of Prototype. A lot of the Banelings get picked off by Archons. Arma's gonna move out. Proto, in the meantime, splashes into the probe line of Arma's 4th, once again getting another 13 probe kills. Phoenix is going to pick off an Overlord. Arma attacks down at Prototype's 4th. Static D goes down. Hydra are maintaining a concave that Arma doesn't really want to move into. That's a lot of Banelings! They make a beeline for the high temps, they don't get too many kills, and there's not enough Hydra here to defend. Meantime, small engagement happens up here to the left. Arma does have enough to keep pushing in. Prototype keeps launching attacks on the invaders, but his forces are never strong enough to dislodge Protoss. Banelings clear up entire warp in. The Prism gets picked off as well, but there's still a strong core of Archon Immortal here. They're going to push into the drones. Oh, 15 drones get picked off. GG is called. In the top left, as the pink Protoss, it's Armageddon. And in the bottom right, as the red Zerg, it's Prototype. Arma's up 2-1 in this best of 5. He's a single way getting into those RnG Pro sports credits, commonly known by the plebs as US dollars. Second place is going to take home $10, while first place takes home a whopping 50. It's quite the disparity, actually, but first place really means something. A lot of powerful players on the field. A lot of them have gone down already. If you're interested in the other semi-final going on at New Breach channel, !BStream chat. But we're coming to a close of our little ZVP over here. Arma always drops the scales of justice over his opponent's decal. Look at that texture. You know what? It's weird. Look, there's like little dots along the left side. That's like part of the image. You can even see it if you scroll out. Prototype is going for 4 defensive lane. Gonna escort a drone out to his 3rd. Very likely, doubt we're gonna see a 2 base here from our Zerg. There's the 3rd from Prototype. Arma is once again going into Stargate. This play has paid off well for him, so why mix it up? Proto's gonna poke at the wall of the Protoss, but he's not gonna find any damage. Arma's being super safe, keeping that Oracle at home. And he's going into at least 2 Oracles, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Mass Oracle as Prototype drops an Evo Chamber. He is going to be going into melee and dropping a Baneley Nest quite soon here. Twilight Council is on the menu for the Protoss as well. Scouting Overlord has been picked off. Proto does have another in position. Really wants to scout in again. Templar Archives is dropped by Arma. So that nixes Mass Oracle, kind of. Hey, Archons can do pretty well against Link Bane as well. Arma hasn't seen a Roach Warren, so he should know what's up. It's gonna get charged. This is a lot of links, like, Arma's not gonna get his 3rd up. And that's pretty bad. Like, this is already a late 3rd thing. And it just got even later. There's not even a probe being sent out to make it... I guess it's not remaking it, to attempt to throw it down again. Arma's going for a double Archon drop. There we go. Finally gets dropped at the 610 mark. Proto's 4th gets killed, not cancelled. And he doesn't have too much to defend against this little aggression, actually. If Arma keeps committing to this, it might be able to kill Proto. Well, Proto has a lot of Baneleys coming in. There's no way Arma can get in on top of the Baneleys in time to stop them. We roll forward, but the Archons, which are the valuable units here, are still alive. And they're going to recall home. A nice bit of damage getting the cancel on that fourth, getting a delay on a flank, and, you know, trading out a lot of banelings, which is valuable gas gone for the Zerg. Proto feels like he has to get damage done. He did throw down his fourth hatch again. He's going to crash into Arma's third. Ten probes go down in total. Baneling onslaught. Proto's going to pull heavily ahead and work. Proto defends its creep spread. Is not going to be harmed very much at all by the little bit of damage that the Archon drop caused. That's a lot of banelings. 17 morphing in, more lings on the way. Proto's going into Hive Tech, and I feel like Arma needs to start getting into the late game very soon here. He's getting out more Immortals, but just +1 is going to hit the field, while the Zerg has +2 melee, and Carapace is about to finish up. These two Archons are a little exposed. They have plenty of time to pull back. Zealot run-by is picked off. Well, these guys could have taken out the lings that they fought, but instead two of their brothers in arms will die. Zealot run-by on the right gets cleaned up as well. Arma recalls the Prism. Dark Shrine on the way, +1's hitting the field for the Protoss. And Prototype is once again going into Lurker upgrades. Although we didn't see any Lurkers in the game on Zen. He had the tech and he just didn't make them. He went for Banelings, he went for Lings, he went for Hydra, and 2-3 Lurkers, even in that small a number, could have really helped him defend against Armageddon's push that eventually ended the game. Arma's trying to get the creep off his dwarf step. It's dominated almost every part of the map, except like the lower 10%. A little bit of area that the Protoss controls. But now there are Lurkers on the field, and boy, are there a lot of them. 9 lurkers sieging the Protoss down, keeping him at bay. Those were such excellent storms. What looked like a surefire engagement for Prototype turned into his entire army being deleted. Now, Prototype did have a bank. He is going to be able to replenish his forces quite a bit, but he's certainly not maxed out after this. And he's got to sink a lot of gas into remaking the Banelings. In the meantime, Arma's gonna push back the creep quite heavily. And the Protoss is going to regain some map control. I watch you 11 saying nice Protoss upgrades. Yeah, he's only at +1. Prototype just has unlimited scaling here on the units. And look how fast these probes are eliminated. Watch how quickly this Nexus melts. Contaminate is dropped on a lot of the production buildings by Prototype. These are good storms from Arma, but he just doesn't have enough army on the field. There's no way that the Protoss defends this. GG is called. In the upper right corner of Eternal Empire, as the orange Protoss, it's Armageddon. Bottom left, as the green, it's Prototype. It's 2-2. This game will decide who moves on to the grand finals to face Patty Mac. Who will fall. If you win this game, you're in the money and you're gonna walk home with at least $10 tonight. You have a chance at that $50 grand prize. It's the title, Virgins. Arma falls off at the front. Proto went for a Hatcherino first. Strap yourselves in, boys. I feel like this is going to be a long one. Eternal Empire is a big map, and these guys have both shown that they want to go up to 3-4 base, 5-6 even. On game number 1. Arma shades forward. Wings are harassing probe. No, probe. No, run safety. And this is a nice bait from Arma. He's gonna get an early kill. Arma, of course, drops a Stargate behind this. Stalker, and he's going Phoenix first. Means Prototype doesn't have to throw down a safety spore in 4 minutes. For the inevitable, we'll follow up. The Stalker will actually die to these Lings, but Arma has plugged the hole in the wall. Prototype's content to just soften up Cybercore. Our Zerg player has gotten safety spores back at home as well. Arma's going into robotics to safety. Half the hull is gone off that Cybercore. Proto, it's gone up to 4 base. Arma is warping in right on top of this 4th base, and he should be able to get the cancel. Proto doesn't really have army in position to respond to this. There's the cancel. Proto's going for a Baneling Nest, but it's only halfway complete. 20 more Lings spud onto the field. And rather than try to hold Warp Prism, he is going to split some Lings off and go after the 3rd of Arma. Proto goes for a heavy spine defense. Arma's able to defend the few Lings that hit his 3rd. Had Prototype pulled all his Lings, he might have been a little bit more successful. And we have this kind of Mexican standoff going on outside of Prototype's 3rd. I feel like he is going to have to drop a 4th, like out here pretty soon. Proto didn't split off enough Lings to deal with this, actually. So Arma is going to get a good attack going in the main. Banelings scare away the Adepts, but most of them crash into Archons. There's a decent amount of transfuse to hold the spine. However, Arma just has one in the main of the Zerg. Another warp-in is coming in. The defense at Proto's 3rd has crumbled as well. Drones are trying to make a retreat, but there just isn't enough production left. The spine count is dwindling. Baneling speed is on the way, but there's no time to warp him in. GG is called in